Today, Steve delivered 15 filters to the second village where he found that the need was greater than yesterday's. Although this village was just outside the city and closer to city government and technology, the water situation was much worse. The pastor led Steve through the village to the houses of different people to show how the typical family lives in the area. He got to see a typical bathroom and how the families store their water. In this area, the storage containers are much larger because the government only turns on the water for a couple of hours every few days. So while the water is on, they get as much as they can. Unfortunately, this means that their water becomes stagnant and extremely dirty. Now, Steve cannot get the government to turn the water on more often, but he can give people a way to clean the water they've stored. Walking through the village gave the pastor a chance to show Steve how the sewage runs under the houses and down the sides of the street. Children in the area are barefoot most of the time and play in the streets. At times, they can accidentally drop a toy into the sewage, step in it, or even fall into it. This poses a real problem for children and raises their chances of becoming ill. Speaking of which, did you find the answer to yesterday's question? How many days of school are missed by children around the world because they are too ill to attend? The answer? 272 million days worldwide. Now that's a lot of doctor's notes. After touring the village, Steve met with 13 families in the local church and gave them instructions on how to use and maintain their new filters. This time, everyone was able to clean their filters to make sure they had all of their questions answered. And before all the families returned to their homes, they gathered the neighborhood children together to give out t-shirts donated by Giovanni Manella. It was a good ending to another day of helping those who are unable to help themselves. Before the long ride home, the children had something they wanted to say to Giovanni. Tomorrow, Steve visits his last village before returning home. See you then! The question of the day is, how much water should children drink every day?